Hi everybody, and welcome to the first official video of the Matrix Sports Investing video blog. Now the reason we decided to bring you this video, or series of videos I should say, is because we wanted to provide proven evidence that we not only make money with sports betting, but we actually do what we actually recommend. Then the reason we do this is because, I mean, there's so many scammers out there and people who are just quite frankly full of shit, that we wanted to try and record it in a way that there is absolutely no way of fibbing with the details. So we've got a couple of things going on here basically, and I'll be tracking one side of the sports betting. So with regards to what I'm doing, I've basically committed $10,000 to this little venture. So $10,000 might seem like a lot to you, some of you. You know, I completely understand. For me, even just a couple of years ago, it would have been mind-blowing to have this kind of a bankroll. But for some of you, it might actually seem like chump change. Look, it doesn't matter. What actually matters is that you follow the percentages, because the real power is, how do I say, it's relative to everyone. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't matter what size your bankroll is, it generally reflects the finances that you have in your life. So if you just look at it in terms of percentages and follow it in that manner, right, then you can relate. So you can say, okay, well, he had $1,000 and he made a 10% return. Sorry, 10,000, but I only have 1,000, so my 10% return would be $100, right, as opposed to 1,000 that I achieved. That's just an example. Look, it doesn't matter. What matters is the percentages, and that you follow it, and that you guys see exactly what's going on. We've got absolutely nothing to hide from you guys, okay? And we're trying to show you, we're trying to be as transparent as possible to gain your guys' trust, because we know getting you into this program will be life-changing financially, you know. And if we can help relieve some stress in terms of what's going on in your life, then we feel like we've made a difference and that we've helped. And that's a big part of our vision, a big part of our goal and dream that we have. Okay, now, so just to explain a couple of things that are going on here. So this is basically the date, obviously. These are all the wins that we experienced for the week, which is a total of 9, and these are the losses that we experienced for the 1 week period, which is 3. Now you guys might be wondering, why the heck are you doing it in week by week increments? Well, I mean, quite frankly, week by week doesn't mean anything. Yeah, let's be honest. I highly doubt you'd go to a job interview and look, dude, as long as you keep me here a week, I'm happy, right? You'd be thinking months, probably even years. For some of you, you'd be thinking lifetime. We think in terms of a lifetime. However, just to make this video series congruent and trackable, we're going to bring you a new video every single week. It's not going to be the same day every single week, okay? Because things come up, you know, we have lives as well. I'm sorry to say, but you will definitely get at least one video per week that'll update you on everything that's going on. So this one in particular, it goes from the 1st of October until the 7th of October, right? And the next one will be the 8th until the 14th, right? Or something like that. So basically, 1 week to the next, you guys can compare and see exactly what's going on. Now, on top of that, here's the more important one, is the dollars. Now these dollars are relative to my $10,000 bankroll, okay? So you can see here a loss of $75 here, a loss of $162.15, but you see one massive day we had was plus $706.19. So this is basically, you know, the roller coaster of what you call a sports betting lifestyle. So the bankroll goes up and down and up and down and up and down. What really matters is that you see a curve, and that the ups continue to go up and the downs stay minimized, right? Or if they happen, you want few and far between, so to speak, right? So this first graph here is to represent basically the percentage of growth in the account. So as you guys can see here, like for example, we started out minus, you know, 0.75%. Not a very good start, but that's fine. We bounced back the next day. We continued to grow our account. It got, you know, to the highest point, which was on the 6th of October, was 9.6427% up, right? Or in my particular case, it was $964.27 up, as you guys can see over here, right? And then we had a loss on the 7th of October, which took out $162.15, bringing it down for the week to 8.0212%. Now, am I complaining about $802.12 profit? quite frankly 5 to 10 minutes a day in sports betting? No. So what's that, about 30 to 60 minutes of work in one whole week to make $800, $802? Man, I've worked like 40, 50, 60 hour weeks and only made 500. Okay, for some of you that's pretty good money. For some of you, you're thinking, man, you really need to get a higher paying job, right? But look, again, it doesn't matter. The fact is that the power of sports betting is all about leveraging your money and your time, and this is undeniable proof that we actually do both. All right, so again, if we look at this chart over here, here's basically the dollar amounts in terms of their total, which we mentioned individually over here. So again, by the end of the week, by the 7th of October, we had $802.12 profit. Right, and you guys can see the graph here. We started on the 1st of October, we started in the red, and then we came back just a little bit above break even. Then we had a massive day on the 3rd of October, which brought us all the way up to almost $800. Another good day, and then we had a loss. Okay, so this is basically the graph. This is kind of what you expect, and what you guys will see as the season goes on is that the graph will go up and down and up and down and up and down. Okay, the main thing is that the stronger trend is that we want this chart to go up, obviously, because it means that our account is growing, right, as opposed to down, which means that we're losing or going down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is log into my two sports betting accounts so we can add up the monies or the totals that I'm actually talking about. But more importantly, show you guys the wages and how they've actually gone. Okay, so you guys can see exactly what's going on and the fact that we've got absolutely nothing to hide from you guys. Okay, we bet exactly what we recommend to you. Why? Because number one, we feel that it is hypocritical to pass on advice without actually following through and doing it yourself, because then you don't experience the losses. You have no idea what your clients are going through. So my heart and soul is invested into this program, and I'm hoping that eventually with you it'll be more than just your money. It will also be your lifestyle and livelihood. You know, I get a lot of emails about people saying that this is their financial hope for the future. Some people planning on retiring on it. You know, I've got university students who are making big strides. You know, that is very, very inspiring stuff, and I want to hear those emails from you guys. I do not feel the pressure, because this is not about me. This is about the systems. Okay, and they are safe systems that have been fully tested a minimum of 5 seasons. I will go back further if I absolutely have to, you know, just to prove that the systems actually work before we invest real money in them. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm logging into my sports betting account. Straight away you guys can see here $1,212.89. So what I'm doing here is I'm just bringing up my trusty little calculator. Okay, just so that we can add the actual amounts together, so you guys can see that the monies that we're talking about is actually congruent to what's in our account. Okay, so this $1,582, you guys are like, well, hang on, I thought you were only up 800. Yeah, I mean, I have to deposit money obviously in order to bet. So let's just have a bit of a look through the accounts. So first and foremost, I wanted to show you guys this pending bet right here. This $75 is an A bet that I've just put down. Okay, so we're going to add that amount to the total again, because we want the monies to add up. Okay, so as you guys can see here, there's been no wages yet for this week. Okay, so obviously 5 Dimes have their certain type of tracking that they have, but I want to show you guys basically the wages that were all placed last week, and you guys can see here, right here, you know, there's the wager number, there's the type of bet, and here's all the, look at that, hockey, football, hockey, football, right? So we bet on a multitude of sports with a multitude of systems, and you guys can see here the total net for that week is $637.89. Okay, so it's still, what's that, about $160, $170 odd dollars off of our $800 mark that we were talking about we achieved. Okay, so we're going to have a look at our other sports betting account. So we're going to go into our history, and we're going to basically look up the 1st of October to the 7th of October, so we can see exactly what's going on here. And of course I clicked on the wrong column, sorry guys. Okay, so again, you guys can see here, stake, return. $749 stake, okay? But the balance is actually only $369.23. So Bet365, do make it a little bit harder in terms of what we're trying to do to show exactly what's going on. But here, this is what I want to show you guys. So we've got an underbet, American football bet, and these unders are actually CFL bets. So again, just showing the diversity of the program, showing you guys exactly what it is that we do. So what I wanted to show you next here is the deposits that we've made, since the beginning of this betting period, which was the 1st of October. Okay, so I've gone back a little bit further. Okay, so again, here's the deposits. See, a total of $200. Now, you guys are probably thinking, Sam, I thought you said you committed a full $10,000 to this. Yeah, absolutely I did, but it doesn't mean I'm going to put $10,000 into my sports betting account and start paying interest on my credit card. That wouldn't be very smart now, would it? I put in basically what I need to put into my sports betting account, and everything else I leave on the credit card. It allows me two things. Number one, diversity. If for whatever reason the sports book is down, or the bet that I need to bet on is limited on that sports betting account, I put the money into another account, right, and bet it that way. I'm not loyal to any of these sports books. The only reason I recommend them is because of the positive interactions that I've had with them. Okay, I will go wherever the odds are best, or wherever I get the highest return, in other words, right? So if we go $200 minus 369.23, so sorry guys, $69.23 is the balance minus the $200 deposit. So $169.23 is the profit in our Bet365 account. And again, if we go back here and add up this number, it should add up to the money we were talking about. So $807.12, right? Look at this, $802.12. Right, so it's off by about $5. Now I'll tell you guys why it's off by $5. Me personally, I like to round off my B bets. So let's say for example my return is $44.50. On the B bet, rather than betting to win $44.50, I'll bet to win $45. And obviously over a span of how many wages is that? 12 wages. It's added an extra $5 to my account. Now that's absolutely nothing. It's almost, it doesn't really have anything to do with the profits. It's really just to do with the bet, with the ease of calculating your next bet. Right? For me, sports betting is about the power of leveraging your time and money, allowing your money to work for you, and allowing you to save time to be able to pursue the things that really matter to you. You don't want to be sitting here and working about, oh shit, well what's my B bet? $117 plus $43.15. Who cares? Use your Excel sheet, add up the two amounts together. Here's an example. Add up the two amounts together. We look down here, $825.19. You know what, fuck it. Just go for $826 or $825. Whatever is more comfortable for you, but make it easy. Guys, we want to make it easy so that you can save time, because you're going to make money in the long term anyway. As long as you follow the rules that we recommend, right, the percentages that we recommend, you are going to make money. So there you go. There's the undeniable proof of week number 1 of $802.12 banked into the sports betting account in just 5 minutes a day. This is a ridiculous number of bets. 12 bets, right, for a profit of $802.12, or in other words, just a fraction over 8% return. So if your sports betting account is $1,000, you would have realized an $80 profit in this 1 week period, right? If you have a $100,000 bankroll, you would have realized an $8,000 bankroll. Okay, guys, the percentages are basically relative to everyone, which is why we talk about it. The only reason why I bring up this dollar amount is because that's what I'm betting, and I want to be able to compare it to our sports books. Okay, so that's it for us for now. Keep in touch, subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for the videos as well. For those of you who have never done systematic sports betting, it is the way to go, I am telling you. For those of you who are new to sports betting, you are going to be blown away by what is possible with sports betting. It's basically going to give you a life, but be able to create a secondary income almost instantly. Okay, so I highly recommend every single one of you go to our website matrixsportsinvesting.com and go ahead and subscribe to one of the programs, whichever is most comfortable for you. I highly recommend the Elite program because of the value for money. There is no sports betting program on the planet that has anything close to what Elite has to offer, right? We are doing things that are unheard of in the sports betting world, and you guys are going to want to catch the wave that we're basically riding, and come and ride it with us, jump on the coattails of people who have been doing this profitably since 2010, jump on the coattails of guys who have over 5 years sports betting experience, leverage the knowledge that we have and the systems that we've created to help you make money and create your own lifestyle. Okay, guys, that's it for me. I very much look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great week.